Hi, everyone. This is Ruth Theresa with One Inspiring Woman. I'm excited to be here with you this evening because I have been asked so many questions in the last, probably 10 days to 2 weeks about dreams. And so I thought I would kind of do this one as a great way to kind of understand some of the stuff that comes through with your dreams. I think dreams are really important and they really are kind of our subconscious way of working through other energy. So if you are on with me, make sure that you are. Saying hi and let me know you're here. I'm excited to be with you guys. And we're going to be doing dream interpretations. I'm going to talk a little bit about why our dreams are so kind of crazy right now. So really, the issue is that Neptune, the planet of dreams, illusions, kind of like our dream life, is in retrograde. And what it does is in retrograde, it kind of really brings that up. Let's see. Hi, Angel. Hi, Fran. And so let me give you the stats on Neptune, and then I'll talk about kind of a little bit of the energy that brings us. So Neptune started in pre-shadow energy March 7th. Turned and went full retrograde on June 27th. It will station and turn direct on December 3rd, and Neptune will leave retrograde on March 24th. So all during this time, from basically March 7th of 2022 to March 24th, 2023, Neptune is going to be affecting our dreams. And because who's Power Panther? Who's that one? You have to tell me who you are. Tell me who you are. It's one of those. Hi, Brian. So Neptune is our planet of illusions and delusions, and really kind of our psychic perception, kind of like our third eye coming out, our emotional being sensitive to things, and our dreams will be becoming more vivid. And so because Neptune is in retrograde right now, it's causing that to come up a little bit more. And so sometimes during this time frame, it's kind of like, are we really dreaming this? Are we not? And kind of one of the interesting parts about this is Neptune is in retrograde in the sign of Pisces, which is the sign of the fish. And this energy is really interesting because Pisces is also about daydreaming and kind of dreams that are coming up and kind of that mystical or fantasy life, kind of like lurking underneath, but because it's in retrograde, it's kind of bringing that forward. So it's kind of bringing the alternate side coming forward. Because of this, we are kind of like swimming deep in our emotions, navigating through kind of like, where is my intuition? What do I need to learn from my dreams? How do I do this? And a lot of people have been telling me, because of these two signs, I would say probably, like I said, the last 10 to 14 days, a lot of people are telling me that their dreams are not complete. So instead of having like a complete dream about something, it's kind of like a partial dream, or kind of like a little bit of a dream, but not all of it complete. And so that where it's kind of like, okay, I only heard part of the story, or you only watched a little bit of the movie, but you didn't get enough to understand what's going on. Hi, Miss Natalie. Right. Well, and it's one of those because because you have Pisces in there, it's one of those, it's going to make kind of like your dream flowing a little bit kind of more like active, and then it'll kind of slow down. So it's kind of like that school of fish, like let's go, 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 and then let's slow way down. And that's kind of what we're dealing with right now. And right now it kind of just feels like things are coming, but it may not be like I'm getting enough information to really understand my dream. So I often tell people kind of the secrets to understanding your dreams is have a notebook and a pen by your bedside. And when you have that dream, write it down and write down the emotions of it. Like, I had a dream this happened, or I had a dream that happened. And that's kind of the quirky, interesting part of kind of like, of this is of kind of like where is this energy coming in from? Kind of what is it trying to tell me? What is the story, or what is it trying to come up with? Hi, Sherry. Kind of that interesting part of it. Like, what is this dream trying to tell me? And if you're kind of stopping and starting, it's kind of like, um, kind of that's the interesting part about it. It's kind of like this dream is coming through, or it's trying to give me some information, yet at the same time, it's not giving me a full information. It's kind of just giving me part of the story, but not the rest of it. So, kind of, I wrote down several of them. If you have been having a dream, you can take the time right now, as I'm going to talk about some other, kind of like some of the ones I've been seeing with my clients. Write down your dream. You can send it on the thing on the comment section, and I will do my best to do that. It's one of those that's kind of really many. Okay, so Amy's saying many times I have dreams. Please. Okay. Amy, you're gonna have to tell me like more about your dream. I know it sounds interesting, but it's one of those like, tell me, like, just pick one of them and tell me about that one dream. So let's talk about one of the ones. These are kind of the ones I've really been seeing with my clients the last, like I said, 10 to 14 days. So kind of the number one is falling, falling off a cliff, falling in off a mountain, falling down. Sorry. Falling off of something and just not stopping. One of them fell into a volcano. So that was kind of like, and so kind of the dream is kind of like of falling is giving you an opportunity to rethink some life choices. Fran is saying the same thing. Dream about falling, but never hitting the ground, because it's one of those, the hitting the ground would be making that new choice. So once you make your new choice, then it's like you're going to hit the ground and get up and walk away. So dreams about falling are kind of like rethinking your life choices. Am I making the right decision? And whenever that dream started, kind of go back to that time frame and kind of like what was going on during this time frame that I really should rethink or kind of like negotiate with myself. The second one is dreams about being naked in public. And this could be anywhere from court, work, grocery store, mall. What was it? There was a couple of others. The auto parts, like several of them. It doesn't matter where. It just really, it's kind of the feeling naked part is really about feeling like there's something phony going on, or that you're afraid of revealing the imperfections or shortfallings that are around you. And this could be anything like it probably would have come up, like I said, go back to the time frame when it started, and that's going to tell you where it came in. Where did that come in? Where did I feel like I'm not perfect, or I'm kind of like have these shortcomings, or I'm not doing everything I want to do, or how to do something? That's kind of one of those interesting parts, like, interesting. How does this reveal something? And it's one of those, and it could be that you allowed something. One of my clients was saying that the phony part for her, she was like, I don't like that terminology. And I was like, I understand. Not everybody likes that terminology. But I will say one of the interesting ones is kind of like she didn't clear up something. Someone commented to her about something and she didn't clear it up to go, no, you're incorrect, and let me fix it. So she just kind of like left it like whatever. And that was something that came up later on where she was like, okay, I really didn't feel like she was really being phony, but at the same time, she wasn't being crystal clear of, no, you're incorrect about this, that, or the other thing, or whatever it is. The number 3 one that I see, like I said, in the last couple of weeks more often, is dreams of being chased. So usually being chased means that you're trying to avoid something. You don't want to clean up the house, or you don't want to clean up the kitchen, or you don't want to do something. So it could be something that you're avoiding, kind of thing, and kind of bringing that to that fruition, kind of like, what is I trying to avoid? Where am I not stepping into my full capacity of my life? I'll get to you in just a second, Angel. Hold on one second. So being chased, if you are being chased by an animal, usually that means that you are hiding like your own anger, your own passions, or your own feelings for something that you're kind of like not voicing it out, or you're kind of avoiding, um, like you don't want your anger to come out, or you don't want like your true passion. Sorry, allergies are really bad today. So animal being chased, that's what Fran is saying, is that she felt she was being chased by a panther. And so a panther would be like anger, passion, or your feelings. So kind of something in that realm. So that's kind of one of those, interesting. Next, if you're chased by something unknown, if you can't see your pursuer, you can't, is kind of mysterious or an unknown figure, it might represent childhood experiences or past traumas, something from your childhood, most likely. So that's kind of one of those, like, interesting. When I was a child, this is the dream. When I was a kid, think it started like age 3 or so, and it lasted, it seemed like forever. But I was actually able to learn how to manipulate my dreams and actually get more insight in my dreams, which probably makes me really good at kind of doing dream interpretation. So that's kind of one of those interesting things. But if you are being pursued by something mysterious or unknown, it usually represents childhood experiences or past traumas. And it could be traumas from your childhood as well. So let's go into, okay, let's see what Natalie, sorry. Natalie, having dreams about relationships, finding my special person. If you're finding something in your dream, it means that you would treasure it more, or you're ready for it to come in, but there may be one or two small things to kind of like allow that to come in more. So just know that like finding that right person, it's like, because you're having the dream of it means that you're getting ready for it, but it doesn't mean like he's going to show up tomorrow or she's going to show up tomorrow. It's kind of like that person is coming in, and there may be some more ideas that you need to kind of open up into or kind of clear out before this comes in completely. That is what that dream means. Let's see. The next one is number 4, and that is losing teeth. I know, I was like, seriously? I never even thought of this. Let me go back to Angel's dream. Angel's dream. Let me see. Angel says that I've been dreaming of winning $16 million. All I can remember is looking at the lottery ticket, and it was $16 million. I could jump for joy, and then I woke up. It could mean that you are going to win an amount of money. If it's written out, you're more likely to win that amount. It doesn't mean you are, but you're more likely to win that amount if it's written out. Like if you saw the check or you saw the thing and it said, I'm winning $16 million, that would be closer to that number. But it could just mean that there's going to be like a lottery win, like money coming out of the blue, like just, oh my gosh, here it comes kind of thing. So kind of one of those interesting ones. Let's go back to losing our teeth in a dream. Losing teeth in our dream is a fear about being assertive or kind of being like biting into other people's energy. So kind of being that fear of being like too pushy or not, or being pushed around, like losing your teeth, or kind of like I'm not able to bite into other people, or I'm not able to kind of connect to that energy. And it could be a fear that you're too assertive, or you're too not assertive, or you're being pushed around. So kind of that kind of energy comes in there a lot with that. And it is kind of interesting. Like I said, dreams come in with a lot of amazing energy. So that's kind of like, interesting. Here we go. Okay. Right up your alley, Miss Fran. Here we go. Dreams about dying. I will tell you that, that one of the interesting ones, dreams about dying are usually anxiety about big changes that are coming up. This could, be that you're like a lot of times, like people will dream that they're dying, or their child died, or their husband or spouse or wife or whatever it is, partners, different things. And it can come in a couple of different ways. So if you are dreaming that your child passes, it's one of those, usually it's something new or younger changes, fearing that you're not going to be able to adapt to them. Kind of like like younger people energy, kind of that sort of thing written, kind of like those changes coming in and not being able to adapt or change or modify yourself. Dreams of your spouse dying, usually there are changes in your relationship with your spouse or your peers, that way. And having dreams that your parents are passing or dying, it means that you are um, um, unable to finish something, like there's something that you feel like you haven't quite finished. Um, Most of the time, it's one of those dreaming of your own death. Is usually means that you're about to start a new chapter in your life. And these are big chapters. These are not just little bitty tiny chapters. These are kind of like you're getting married or you're having a child or you're buying a house, like big changes. This is going to change your life forever. So that's kind of one of those interesting ones. It's usually not little bitty changes when you dream of death. It's usually the energy of big changes coming in. Like I said, like you're single and now you're getting married. Those big, big, big life changes. Let's see. Okay. Okay, Miss Sherry. So Sherry's saying that her son has dreams of being trapped alone in a moving car. So that's kind of where dreams get a little fuzzy, a little bit kind of thing. Sherry, for your son, this came through in a past life. This was actually something that happened to him, and sometimes those dreams can come up. So it's one of those. He was in a moving vehicle or carriage or something like that, and was unable to stop, or saying, and not like having the strength or not being able to fix or change what was happening around him. So it's kind of one of those interesting ones. Sometimes dreams come in and they're really, really dreams, and then sometimes they come in and they're not anything. So this is one, it's more of a past life for him. So sometimes just letting him know that, well, let me show you how to put the brake on. So then if this happens again, you can put the brake on and you can stop the vehicle from moving forward. And then you could say, in our car that we drive in, I'm going to put this in there. So if you have to break the window to get out, you're not going to be trapped anymore. So you've kind of like gone through and kind of combated in a way, like the fears that he's having in there in the vehicle. So it's like, so if you have another dream and you're in my car, then that's what's going to happen. So that kind of makes him, may make him feel a little bit easier about it. Let's go into our next one. Dreams of taking a test. This is really about fear of failure, or being unprepared for upcoming obstacles. That one of the two. Sometimes people will have these as we are kind of working through some of the stuff that's going on or going on around us. So that can be like, oh my goodness, this is crazy. Yeah, and it's kind of that fear of failure, that I'm not going to make it through, or I'm not going to make the changes right away. I'm not going to get through all of this. So that's kind of one of those. Interesting. So next, let's see, dreams about infidelity, cheating or someone else cheating on you, is really, the cheating part is, you're having issues with your trust. You're either not trusting something or you're not trusting the flow of something. One of the things that's really interesting with dreams about infidelity is that if you may have just a basic fear of being cheated on. If you had a previous partner and that previous partner cheated on you, that's a legitimate fear because it actually happened to you. But it's one of those, it doesn't mean that you need to stay in that energy. Kind of everybody's different, and you probably learned a lot with that. And since you learned a lot with that, you can come through and learn a lot more about kind of like, I would never choose a partner that would cheat on me or anything else. If you are requiring more it's one of those, if you're the one who's cheating, you're requiring more information or more from your relationship. You're requiring something more from your relationship that you're not getting fulfilled in. The other part, if your partner's cheating, you may have issues with trust. So there may be things, like I said, someone lied to you in the past or cheated on you in the past, and so that's coming up. Okay, Natalie, are you saying tell me about the dream because you're not making sense. Like, what people continually, what about people continue? Are you having a dream about people continually ghosting you? That's what I'm asking. It's kind of like, give me a little bit more information on that one. Okay. Next, dreams about flying. This one is, I felt a lot, and there was a period of time that that's all I was getting out. Um, Kind of that energy of flying can represent your inner feelings of wanting to be free, or out of a situation, or your true desire to escape something or someone. I know, interesting. Interesting. So flying is all about your inner feelings, and then it's kind of like wanting to have that freedom or your true desire to escape out of something. So that's kind of an interesting one. Let's see. Fran is having a dream peeing in her, and there's no place to go. So peeing is all about releasing fear. And so you're probably looking for a place that feels comfortable or feels safe where you can release your fears. That's what that one has to say. I know that was kind of an easy one, Miss Fran. I got that one easy. Okay. 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 Fine. Okay. The next one is dreams about being pregnant. And I'm not saying anything political. I'm just saying is this could be men or women having dreams about being pregnant. And it's really about your fear of being created or creative, and not being able to allow your creativity to come out, or that you feel like your creativity isn't enough or it's not going to help. That's kind of one of those things. Pregnancy is all about kind of letting the creativity out. That's where your chakra is for creativity. Let's see. One of the ones I thought was really interesting is the light is shining through that and driving me crazy. Okay. So the next one is having a dream that your teeth are falling out. Means that you are unable to digest or go on into your life. Like something's keeping you from moving forward, or you're not digesting what's coming in around you. Let's see. Or feeling like you have not been effective in your life, like you're not able to kind of like be effective in your life or fix or change things in your life. So that's just kind of one of those interesting ones. Teeth falling out are kind of you're digesting information, or you feel like you're not being effective in your life. Like I'm just spinning my tires, but I'm not moving forward in all of this. The next one is going back to your childhood home. Everybody has that childhood home that they really felt like when you think about home when you're a child, that's where you go back to. Like, go back to your childhood home. It's like that, the house. So if you moved a lot, the one that you really would be like, that's the house that I felt a child in. A lot of times, if you're having a dream in your childhood home, you are something in your regular life has triggered something from your childhood, like an emotion, a feeling, or making you feel like you're out of control. Usually as a child, we're out of control, like we're not the one in charge kind of thing. I don't mean in control of everything, but like you're the one who's not someone else is telling you when to take a nap and when to get up and when to eat and that sort of thing. So you're not in control of what's going on around you. Okay, let's see. Natalie comes in. Friends that go dormant. Been there for them. Is that in a dream, Natalie, that you're having a dream coming up? Because a lot of times this wouldn't manifest this way necessarily in a dream. I would say that's kind of more maybe something that's going on in your current life. And then that would be kind of lack of support. So it's like you may be supporting other people, but you're not getting that in return as well. Next, we're going to go on to, I'll pick you up in a second, Fran. Traveling. Anytime that you are traveling in your dream, this is like, it doesn't matter, plane, train, car, boat, automobile, bicycle, rocket, like any crazy, crazy kind of thing, is all about your desire for movement in your life. You're kind of desiring to kind of move forward. Whatever you're on, either plane, train, automobile, boat, water, skateboard, bicycle, whatever it is, like whatever that is, represents where you feel stuck. So it's one of those, if you are not desiring motion in your life and the item that you're on is really, really small, it's a small area of your life that you don't feel like you're getting movement in. If something large, so like if it's a long train, then it would be you don't feel like you're getting motion in a big area of your life. So just part of that as well. Let's see. Fran comes in an apocalyptic, I can't even say apocalyptic. Okay, that. The world coming to an end, dream, being on another planet and watching the Earth perish. I feel like it's something that not necessarily you're watching the Earth perish, but it's going back to what we were talking about earlier with Sherry, is that it's actually a past life experience and you're putting it into current day. So you're putting it into Earth because that's where you live now. But in the past, you actually watched the planet that you were from or lived on being destroyed or kind of, I'm saying, like watching it perish, kind of that sort of thing. So it actually happened to you in a past life. And so that's kind of normal to have that dream. I know it sounds interesting, but it is. It really is. It kind of is interesting because it's a past life a past life dream, not necessarily a dream. Okay, so let's go on to the next one. Having a dream that one of your limbs is gone. And so I'm going to talk about a couple of different ones because it really depends on which limb is missing. What does it mean to you? So if you are if you're really missing that limb, then that's kind of normal. This is if you have that limb and you had a dream and it's not there. So if you are missing one of your legs, it would be unable to ground or kind of get centered in your life. If it's one of your arms, it could be you're not able to embrace. Now, it would also go through sometimes, like people are generically kind of like, I just feel like I didn't have a leg, and it's not. They can tell you like right leg or left leg. That would have a difference as well and change a little bit of the meaning of it. And it would depend on which leg is missing and then where on that leg. So was it from the knee down your leg was missing, or from your thigh down, or was it with both legs being gone, or was it both arms? Was it just hands missing, arm? You know what I'm saying? Like all of that has a special meaning in there as well. So that's kind of like interesting. Our next one is being in an empty room. If you're in a dream and you're in an empty room, usually it means that you are feeling trapped in your life, and that you are searching for a new path or a new direction. You're kind of like a new start, like everything is brand new around you. And it's kind of like, where do I go from here? How do I clear this in that energy? That can be a very interesting one. Next, let's see, unable to talk in your dream. A lot of times people have dreams and they aren't necessarily dreams. Sometimes they are astral projection. And so they literally feel like someone's holding them down, and they're not able to speak or communicate with other people. Like you're not able to scream or say, hey, help me, or whatever it is. That's different. This is about like you're in a dream and then all of a sudden, like the sound goes off in your dream, like your mouth is moving, but there's nothing coming out. There's no sound. That's different. It usually means in your waking life that you really want to say something that's on your mind, or that you feel like whatever you speak is not being heard or listened to. So that's kind of one of those interesting things. Kind of you're talking and your lips are moving, but there's nothing coming out. So that's kind of one of those, like, I want to be speaking. And so this is all about like, I want to say something, or I have something on my mind that I want to say, or your speech is not being heard, or kind of really, no one's really listening to it. I am, just so you know, on the very top of this, I added a whole bunch of crazy stuff up here. Let's see. I am doing a Psychic 101. The link is here on the side. So if you are interested in doing a Psychic 101 workshop with me, this is one that I'll be starting, and it will be a combination in my office and also online at the same time. So that will be kind of really fun. Next, this one is I will be doing an online group reading, and you can purchase a ticket. You will get a link to everything that's happening. I have all the instructions in there for you. You can link in, and it is November 5th. It's this Saturday from 7 to 10. And so I don't have a lot of people in there. So that would give us a lot more time to kind of answer questions and that sort of thing. So kind of really fun. And I do it kind of round robin. So we just kind of keep working our way around the circle until everything is answered. My last one I'm going to talk about is I have a group reading on the 12th here in my house in Sugar Land, Texas. I am doing this one. I have a lot more people are going to that one because a lot of people like to see me live, that sort of thing. That part. And then the last one is if you want to connect with me, getting my newsletter, you will find out what I'm talking about in Thursday Night Lives in advance. You will get a lot of information about planetary news that can affect your life. I will do angel card readings for every day. And I kind of really explain things, and you kind of get access to everything in advance prior to everybody else getting it. That is a really cool one as well. One of the last ones, where is it? I don't think I have it up there. I am starting to do, it goes out in my newsletter first, and this one is almost sold out. I have a creative night with me. So you come to my house in Sugar Land from 7 to 9. Each one is a little bit different. The ones we did in October were sun catchers, but also we infused them with energy. So it would kind of pick up any negative energy of people coming in. Our one for November is dream catchers, Native American dream catchers. So kind of doing that. That's going to be really fun. I do a different creative night. Sometimes it's on the weekend, sometimes it's during the week. And the prices are always different. So far, the most expensive one I've had is $20, and the cheapest one was like $5. So it just depends on what they are. I will do something in December as well. And then January, I've already kind of getting those creative flowing energies, kind of like, yes, I love doing this. If you know me, I love to do crafts, and I really, 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 really love teaching them and kind of teaching the psychic side of all of that. Okay, guys, I thank you so much for joining me tonight, and I know that we'll be talking again soon.